We are Southeastern 16, presented by FanDuel. With Jay Greeson, I'm Chase Robinson, as we're going to preview and predict the Missouri Tigers' trip to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. This will be Saturday, 2:30 p.m. Central on the SEC Network. Missouri, a 2.5-point favorite, over under 58.5 here in this one. Before we dive into the matchup, let's talk about our friends over at GameTime Sidekicks. Great Christmas gift. You see sharp-looking SEC cups. They've got cups for all SEC schools, plus 350 more universities. Everything from stainless steel sippy cups, tumblers, 40-ounce plus bottles, and shaker cups. And what's even better, you get a 20% discount at checkout. SE16. That is promo code SE16 for 20% discount to you, the viewers there from GameTime Sidekicks. All right, Jay, Missouri, Arkansas. I mentioned Missouri, 2.5-point favorite, according to our friends at FanDuel. Your thoughts on that number?
It seems absurdly low.
I thought so too. Missouri coming in 7-4, Arkansas 2-9, have yet to win an SEC game. I mean, the Bobby Petrino experiment has not worked. In Arkansas, they will be naming a new head coach probably in the very near future. This, though, it's in Fayetteville. Missouri obviously had their eyes set on the playoff, and some thought they could get there. They're not there, though. They've struggled with injury at quarterback. Ahmad Hardy, though, has been great. What do you make of this matchup and what we can expect here between the Tigers and the Hawks?
Again, I'm flabbergasted, and I will tell you that I am going to invest a sizable chunk of the money we set aside for my son's college tuition on the visitors here. And I don't want to tip our hand before we get to the picks, because look, unless there are a whole lot of Missouri Tigers about to sit out this game for business decisions, Missouri's playing for the difference between a Florida Bowl and Nashville. Arkansas is not playing for squat. I mean, they're not coaching for squat. Nobody on that staff's going to get retained. I mean, if you had to guess on a Thanksgiving weekend, look, we all covet and love every opportunity that we get to watch our favorite college football team. That place is going to be a ghost town. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of home feeling vibe. And if you go down to the central dividing matchup here, Missouri loves to run the ball down your throat. Arkansas can't stop a drippy faucet. So, I mean, we can go big picture, we can go macro, we can go micro, we can delve into matchups at left guard and right defensive tackle and peel back every layer to the onion. There's no bleeping chance Ahmad Hardy doesn't run for 230 if he plays the full game.
Yeah. Yeah, this Arkansas defense has they've not been good this year, and I think Texas really put it on them last year, had a big or last week, and put it on them in a big way, and Ahmad Hardy is shaped to have a good game Saturday in this one. When it comes to Missouri, their offense, obviously Ahmad Hardy has gotten a lot of the love this season, and rightfully so. Who else, though, do you feel like for Missouri is kind of and could stand out in this game specifically Saturday, but just like the identity, I guess, as far as Missouri's offense goes, what would you say it is?
Well, I mean, its identity is running the football between the tackles, because Ahmad Hardy has been among the national leaders of yards after contact, broken tackles, all of those things that a true power back and a physical back give you on a week in, week out basis. But beyond that, I think Missouri has a much underrated receiving core than it probably gets credit for. And a lot of that has to do with the erratic quarterback play. I mean, even when Bo Prabula was healthy, he was not good against Alabama. Then the injuries come and they go to the third string guy, and it was flummoxing. And yes, the schedule got more difficult down the stretch. So that plays into it as well. But this is a completely one-dimensional team, but you're going up against far and away the worst defense in the SEC. So being one-dimensional when your one dimension is elite is okay. So, I mean, you ask for outside of Ahmad Hardy, maybe they've got guys on the perimeter. Not maybe. They do have guys on the perimeter who can make big plays. I just don't know if they've got a guy behind center who can get them the ball in space to get those big plays.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. On the other side for Arkansas, Taylon Green, we talked about him a lot in the preseason, leading up to the season, the start of the season, just the player that he is, and he's on a team that, again, defensively can't stop anybody really, and that has put them in some tough situations. What do you make of Taylon Green at this point, and how do you see the Arkansas offense matching up with this gritty Missouri defense?
Well, I've been high on Taylon Green since you and I started kicking this around from the very beginning. So athletically, he's tremendous. I think, but in addition to his ability to throw the football in an offense, I mean, you're talking about a guy, Chase, who's now real close to the 10,000-yard passing number in his career, averaging better than 8 yards of completion, thrown for right at 60 career touchdowns. But the clear bugaboo right now, especially if you look at the tape in an extended period, dude's thrown the ball to the guys in the other jersey a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got 11 interceptions this year. That's really kind of detracted from what has been a big year. Even though it hasn't been a big year team-wise, he's been good, and he's been real good at home. But Missouri's going to pressure him as much as anybody Arkansas has seen since Auburn, and Auburn gave him fits. The Missouri front seven is really good.
Yeah.
It's probably the one part of the Missouri football team that is a lot better than everybody gives it credit for, because it's probably a top 3 or 5 defense in this league by almost every metric. But look, you want to talk about a path for Arkansas to keep this game within that number and potentially give their fan base a season-ending thank you for the support in what has looked to be a field goal game. You got to get Mike Washington involved, and you got to get him involved in a big way, because the duality for Arkansas there, when Washington runs, that's a really tough offense to stop.
Yeah, it is. And he's rushed for over 1,000 yards this season, and has scored 8 touchdowns on 157 carries. So, he could be a big part of that for Arkansas if they're able to get him loose. Let's get into picks. Jay, who you got in this one?
I got Missouri, and I'll take the road favorite to cover the number and cover it quite comfortably. I'm a little perplexed. The only thing that gives me pause about that pick is the number's so eye-popping. I'm curious what Vegas may know or may think it knows that the rest of us don't. So, like, is Ahmad Hardy about to say, you know what, I'm good, I'm out, I'm getting ready for the draft? I don't know. But Missouri is clearly the better side here. And while Missouri's offense has been somewhat constipated, Missouri's defense has been very good to great. Arkansas's offense has been very good to great. So if that's a push, Missouri's offense has been good. Arkansas's defense has been terrible. So that's nowhere close to a push. Give me the Tigers covering the number with ease. And this feels like a game that they could very well go down there and name their score.
Yeah, and that's how I kind of feel like it's going to go. I got Missouri winning big. I think they go down there, they get it done. We've talked about Arkansas's defense and really the fact that it's not going to be a big home field advantage most likely for Arkansas. So I think Missouri gets a big win there in Fayetteville. We'll be there, or we'll be along after to recap the game. That one is again Saturday afternoon at 2:30. So we'll be recapping things on Saturday as well. Before we get out of here, though, let's tell you about our friends at Yearly Company. And we talked about the holidays coming up. Well, this is another good holiday idea. Nashville-based fine jewelry brand built on tradition and designed for meaning. Each piece is handcrafted from a solid 14-karat gold and natural gemstones, made to measure for a perfect fit and backed by a lifetime guarantee. Because every Yearly Company bangle is custom sized, knowing your size is the most important first step before ordering. That's where the sizing kit comes in. Code SE16KIT will take care of 100% off of that sizing kit at checkout. Again, code SE16KIT. Also, we're brought to you by ROKFORM, the world's strongest magnetic phone case. Extreme protection, super strong magnets, rock lock secure mounting. They're at ROKFORM. You get a promo, a code of SEC25 for 25% off at checkout. That is SEC25, 25% off at checkout there for ROKFORM. So Missouri at Arkansas. We'll be along to break it down afterwards. We've got more previews and predictions of all of the SEC football games happening on this rivalry weekend. So check out our channel, Southeastern 16. Subscribe to the channel. Like these videos. Share them with your friends. And we'll see you next time with more of Southeastern 16 presented by FanDuel.